Alright, so for my simulation, I decided to use Lifesaver Gummies as my choice of thing to test. And so my question was, how many times would I have to grab into a 7-ounce bag of wild berry gummy Lifesavers to get one of each flavor? And so there's strawberry, red raspberry, blackberry, black raspberry, white grape, and cherry berry. And I numbered them, as we can see, 1 through 6. And here's a picture of the bag for reference. So, to start off, I set up 60 trials, and then, well, yes. And then I said the serving size, or the approximate serving size, is 10, and it said 5 servings, I believe. And so that would be roughly 50 pieces. So I decided to do 35 grabs into the bag. So to start off, we're gonna hit equals and then type rand between and then 1 comma 6, since there's 6 colors and we got 3. So then I'm going to drag this over to 35, and it's obviously all the same since I have it manually set to calculate. So I'm going to hit calculate now, and we have all the different trials. So I'm going to go ahead and drag down until 61, since that's where my 60th trial would be. And I'm going to hit calculate now again. So now we have all of our trials. And then I'm going to highlight this, and then copy it, and then I'm going to go ahead and I clicked paste special and values. So now we don't have the formulas, we just have the values in there. So next I'm going to find the amount of times in each trial that each flavor appears. So to do that, I'm going to do equals and then go type match and then hit a parenthesis, and then we're going to do 1 since this is strawberry, and then hit comma, and then it'll be B2, and then we're going to drag all the way over so it hits 35, and then hit comma again and type false and hit parenthesis. And it looks like there's been 2 times in this trial that the strawberry would appear first. Yeah. And now I'm going to do the same thing for each of them. So now we have all of the times that it would take to get, like, the amount of times we would grab to get the flavor. So now I'm going to select all and then drag down to the 60th trial and I hit calculate now, so we have the amount of times it shows up. Okay, so we can go in and look and see that if I'm looking for strawberry gummy, it tells us that the first time it appeared was in column 2, and that is right, there's the 1 there. And then if we look at red raspberry or 2, we can see that it doesn't show up till column 8, which matches this right here. So now I am going to do the same thing over here and select all of my data. And copy and then paste it, the values, so they're not changing. So now I'm going to go through and find the maximum number of, not that one, this one, each of these. So it shows me that I would need to grab 8 times to get each color. So I'm going to go ahead and drag this down so I don't have to repeat typing in and then hit calculate now again. So shows me the maximum number for every single one of these rows. So now I'm going to look and see what my lowest number would be in this for the maximum, and it looks like 6 would be my lowest number. I'm gonna go and I see that there's a 7 there, and I'm going to do count if drag down to select all my data and hit comma, and then I'm going to click this so I can have the number already selected and then be able to drag down and have the formula keep going down. So that tells me that 6 appeared once. So we go down and do this and hit calculate now, and it shows me that 7 appeared once. So yep, there's only 1 7. So I'm going to select both these boxes and drag down till, we'll do 30 for now. Well, 35 since that's how many trials. And I'm going to drag the formula down. Hit calculate now. Check quick. Yep. So we can see that the maximum of, or the frequency of the maximums in for each trial. So now I'm going to select the data and go into insert and go down to cluster column, and I'm gonna drag it over here And then click on the bar. Oops, I'm going to redo that quick. So only select the frequency of this and then go to clustered column. There we are, that looks better. Changes to amount of times to grabbing into bag to get one of, whoops, of each gummy. And I'm going to select this and then make the gaps wider, and then go to border and then make the border black so we can see the differentiation between, and we can see that the data is clustered around 4, between 4 and 8, and then there's another high bar at 13. And there's a couple of times where the amount of times you have to grab is higher, so this graph has a slight right skew. So, thank you.